Welcome to Not So Creative. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to sew this adorable and practical drawstring bag. It's perfect for carrying small essentials, keeping your pet treats in hand, or even using it as a small pouch for accessories. This bag features a drawstring closure, a lobster hook for attaching it to your bag or belt, and a compact, sturdy design. This is a beginner-friendly project that will help you practice box corners, installing a drawstring closure, and sewing small but functional accessories. Let's dive in! You'll need the following materials: fuse the fusible fleece to the wrong side of both outer fabric pieces. Take the top piece, fold it in half lengthwise and press it to mark the center. Then, fold each side inward toward the center fold and press again. Sew close to the long edge and set aside. Take both lining pieces and place them right sides together. Sew along 3 sides with a 1 cm seam allowance, leaving the top edge open. To create box corners, take one corner and match the side and bottom seam so they align. Flatten the corner and mark a 3 cm line across. Pin in place and sew along this line. Repeat for the other corner. Repeat the same process for the outer fabric pieces. Place them right sides together, sew 3 sides with a 1 cm seam allowance, and create the box corners by marking and stitching the 3 cm line. Trim the corners of both the outer and lining pieces, leaving about a ½ cm seam allowance. Fold the lining closure piece in half widthwise. Using a ruler, mark 5 cm from each raw edge towards the center. Sew with a 1 cm seam allowance on both sides, leaving a 3 cm gap in the middle. Press the seam open, then fold the piece lengthwise with the right side facing out. Align the raw edges and press to secure. Pin in place and top stitch along the folded edge with a 1½ cm seam allowance. If you find sewing such a small circumference tricky, start by placing one side of the closure piece under the presser foot, while gently pushing the opposite side away. As you sew, adjust the fabric, bit by bit. Once you reach the end, leave the needle down, reorganize the fabric, and continue sewing. Just go slow. Don't forget to backstitch at the beginning and end. Place the lining closure piece inside the lining bag with right sides together. Align the closure piece seam with one of the lining side seams, making sure all seams are pressed open to reduce bulk. Baste around the edge with a 0.5 cm seam allowance. Turn the lining right side out and place it inside the outer bag so the right sides are facing. Align the raw edges, making sure the seams match, and pin or clip everything in place. Take the lobster clasp and insert the tab into the ring. Fold the tab in half to create a downward V shape. This helps reduce bulk. Place the tab between the lining and outer fabric, aligning it with the seam opposite to the closure piece seam. Sew around the top edge with a 1 cm seam allowance, leaving a 5 cm gap on one side for turning later. Trim the seam allowance around the side seams to reduce bulk, and then turn the bag right side out through the opening. Ensure the outer fabric extends slightly into the inside of the bag for a neat finish, like this. Then, give it a good press with your iron. Clip the edge to hold it in place before top stitching around the entire edge for a polished look. Now that we have our bag almost finished, we need to use a bodkin, a safety pin, or in this case I am going to use a darning needle to thread the cord through the gap in the lining closure, making sure it goes all the way around. Insert the cord, stopper, and adjust the length as needed. And that's it! If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Would you add both a closure and a lobster hook, or just one? Also, what other small pouches or accessories would you like to see next in the channel? Thanks for watching, happy sewing, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.